Andre, Sergey said he didn't watch the fight again. I would ask you, if you watched the fight, did you kind of smirk when Jim Lampley said, hard right hand by Kovalev in the miss?
I'm gonna be real, I haven't watched it either.
Really? Huh.
What is that? I haven't watched it either.
Huh.
How much do you think that they were taken
I'll
aback?
get back to you.
Okay.
My apologies.
Now you get it.
My apologies.
Go ahead.
Muhammad don't like me.
How much do you think that they were taken aback by the fact that you accepted the rematch, and how soon that you did it? I mean, because I don't think that they had the feeling that you were going to do that.
It's crazy though. That's the thing. Like that's how you. I mean, I just feel like I don't know, man. Like I just feel like his side and the people he has representing them. I feel like they've been around the sport long enough to come up with different and more up-to-date tactics. Like some of the stuff they were trying to do. Like, come on, man, really? Like I know she's telling him, come on, Sergey, put this out on your Instagram and put pressure on Ward and his team. That's impossible. Mm-hmm. There's nothing you can post on social media that can make me, if I felt like I'm retiring, of course there's going to be the element to say, oh, you're scared. Okay, I've been fighting 23 years. I'm not going to start getting scared now. And you got to realize, I picked him, he didn't pick me. But the fact that she thought that stuff was going to work, like it's mind-boggling. Once me and my team talked, and we said, okay, we're going to take it. Now you have to take care of the business of boxing. So first you have Rock Nation, Jay, and Josh protecting my interest in making sure that my deal is right. That takes however long. And then Rock Nation has to negotiate with the other side. And to be honest with you, 3/4 of that was trying to convince Kathy Duva that she wasn't the A side. That took most of the time.
That's true.
So while they're blaming us for the delay, he had to talk, and I don't envy his position. Trust me. He had to convince this lady over and over and over again, you're not the A side. We want to work with you, but understand that things have shifted. Like, she couldn't wrap her brain around that. She was in denial. So that held things up. And then just to educate the fans a little bit, it's not just about what am I getting guaranteed. When you're talking about a major pay-per-view, that's a very small portion of it. You're talking about upside. At what point do you get upside? For myself, my team. You're talking about sponsorships for the events, the logos that you see on the mat, those different kind of things. Personal sponsorships for myself and my team. And then what are my obligations for those sponsorships? You're talking about television rights, foreign television rights. You're talking about merchandise, keychains, t-shirts, hats, pins, whatever it is. You got to negotiate a site fee. It's a lot.
Every detail, right?
Every detail.
Yeah, and that took time, by the way. I mean, the site fee also, the site with Mandalay, I mean, that took weeks to get it right. And by the way, not on a side note, as Andre talked about great partners, Noah Lee is the founder of Monster, who is a significant partner of this fight. He was a sponsor of the last fight. He's also got a relationship with Andre. But these are the things that are really important to us from a business perspective. Very important. Having partners like this.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Monster, huge sponsor the first time around. And I normally don't meet with anybody the week of the fight. I'm locked in, but I met with Noel and we talked, up in his suite. I think it was my suite, his suite, I don't remember. But we got a deal done the week of the fight, and that's, though, you got to do things like that. Yeah. When I was younger, I wanted to lock myself in a room and not talk to anybody. You got to evolve. Son, do you want to stay here or do you want to elevate? And I've learned to stretch myself and try to, compartmentalize certain things and say, okay, man, I'm focused on the fight, but I gotta go talk to Noah. I gotta make sure we're on the same page. Meet him. He wants to meet me because I don't just do deals with anybody. I want to meet him and talk to him, and he wants to meet me. So those are the types of things that just to educate people that don't know, and it's understandable that they don't know because they're not involved. But like those are the things that have to get done. I couldn't tell you the amount of times that I was told it's done. We're gonna sign now. And then I get an email saying it's not done. We got to figure this out. Like stuff that I'm glad I don't have my hands on. Stuff that he has to deal with. Stuff that Josh, who's not here today, had to deal with stuff that he has to deal with, man, I'm happy I don't have to deal with that stuff, but it puts me in a holding pattern, and I gotta wait, and then finally get the release once the ink dries to go ahead and do it. So that's just a little educational piece. It's not as easy as just the verbal piece, and the commitment was there. It's just working out the deals.
Feel free to answer the question about not watching the fight and Jim Lampley's right hand.
Was Phantom right hand?
Yeah, Phantom right hand. I apologize.
Phantom punch. Phantom punch. I mean, listen, we're gonna watch the fight, you know, because I have to do better. I'm not resting on my laurels. Like, I have to do better. Like, I'm not happy about the start that I had at all, and I'm just not. So I got to do better, and I'm gonna sit down and study that fight, forwards and backwards. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, over the last, and nobody knows this, you know, probably over the last fight I probably watched it myself. Probably Chad Dawson.
That was your coming. That was a big one for you, though.
That's the last fight that I sat down and watched it myself. You know, I can't tell you why. I just don't. I love it, and I'm you know, just as committed as I was from day one. But I just don't. I don't watch it like I used to.
Is it strange watching yourself?
I think part of the reason why I don't watch myself is because I'm a perfectionist, and I'll chop up my performance. I might not even get to the third round. Like, ah, man, you blew it. That's just, it's hard to, you know, because I know, obviously, I tell my wife this because it drives her crazy. Like, you don't want to watch the fight. I'm like, nah, turn that off. I don't, you know. She's like, you don't want to know what happened? I said, I was there. I was the one that got hit. I know what happened. So that's part of it. Like, I was there. I know what happened. But, you know, Virgin been getting on me lately.